Good morning. Good morning. As you get here, make sure you say hello and let me know you're here as I hit live in the different places. And we will be beginning in just a moment. I'm super excited to be here with you this morning and to share a little bit of what was coming up for me. So give me a moment while I make sure that we are live everywhere. And as I said, say hello. Let me know you're here. Let me find it. I don't know why. Sometimes it shows up very quickly and then other times it does not. So let me check real quick. Just be patient a minute, talk among yourselves. Mhm. Oh, maybe it does say. Does
I'm
it?
super excited to be here
Yeah, it
with you
does.
this morning and to share.
Mhm. Oh, maybe it does say. Does
I'm
it?
super excited to be here
Yeah, it
with you
does.
this morning and to share.
Mhm.
Oh, maybe it does say. I'm super excited.
Hold on. Something funky is happening. Let me get back and try it again. I am
I'm super excited to be here with you this morning and to share.
okay. Not sure. So I'll just leave that alone. It's doing some crazy things this morning. Technology, you gotta love it, right? Well, you do when it's working well, I will say. All right, so let me go ahead and get started. So, the most dangerous words in personal growth are two of the smallest words. I know, right? Haven't you heard that from people? Well, what really got me thinking about it was yesterday I was talking to someone and they were explaining to me that they had somebody that worked for them, they were about to have to let them go. And they weren't letting them go because they didn't show up on time, because they did. And sometimes they worked really hard. The main thing that was going on was this person was not the supervisor, they were the worker bee, right? I guess that's the best way you would say it. However, instead of when the supervisor would tell them what to do, instead of just doing it, they would question everything and say, well, I think it should be this way. And they were constantly saying, I know, I know, I know. So it meant that the production was going down, and this person was actually, when they did the work, they did a great job, but they spent so much time second guessing and trying to control things that the work wasn't getting done. So they were going to have to let them go. And so as they were telling me this, I was thinking about a lot of times we do the same thing, right? And so now I have a little story. My daughter will kill me for sharing this. Well, I'm gonna share it anyway. When she was just first, old enough to get her learner's permit to drive, I was going to be her teacher, and I told her, this is what we're going to do, and I said, so I need to make sure that you listen to what I say and you don't question it and you don't constantly tell me you already know. I said, because if you did, you would already have your license. So that's not the truth. So we start doing all of this, and I told her, I said, if you ever say, when I tell you what to do as you're driving, if you say, I know, I will immediately have you pull over and I will take over. Well, she tested that. And at one point, I'm giving her a direction of what to do. And she said, I know. And I said, okay, pull over. I got in the driver's seat and it never happened again. The thing is that we, a lot of times, we're the ones doing the I know. And so what it brought up for me as I was thinking about all this morning, I come most of the things that I talk about with you guys on Mondays are things that come up for me as I'm walking the dog. That's my time that all the ideas and the thoughts come to me. And so I went to a workshop recently. That's what I'm leading up to. I went to a workshop recently because I knew there was something that wasn't working for what I was trying to do. And I thought, well, I know a lot about this, but it's not doesn't seem to be connecting the way I need it to. And so I joined this workshop. And then I sat there as this person starts talking and I kept saying, I already know that. I know that. That's not new. I know that. And all of a sudden, I'm thinking, wait a minute. When I said I knew something, then the fact that I needed some help and the fact that I knew it all couldn't both be true at the same time, right? And so I really wanted to, talk about this morning because we do find, and I don't know if you're let's see, check the comments here. So if you have something to share, go ahead and share it in the comments. But the thing is that we tend to hear things thousands of times really before they become part of us, right? Um, and it's like a lot of times we hear something and it just kind of washes over us. And it may be the 10th time, the 1000th time that we hear it that suddenly it's like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. This is something that'll help me. This is something that I'll do. But we have to be coachable in order for that to even happen, right? So here's what's coming up is I've come to understand that reflex of I already know, we're not making a statement about the information that we know. We're protecting something. Can you feel that? We're protecting something because our subconscious mind does not like to feel like a beginner. It doesn't like the gap between what we know and what we're actually doing with what we know, because knowing is not doing, right? So it'll actually close the door before anything can get in. That's why we say, I know, I got this. If you know something and it's not producing results in your life, your business, or your relationship, your bank account, then you don't really know it yet, right? Not at the level that matters. Hear me on that. Not at the level that it matters. There's another layer still waiting to shift in your life. I found that recently for me. It was like, I need something more. So, this is actually why I use hypnosis with my clients, because they come to me because they've never heard that their beliefs affect their outcomes. They know that. And what hypnosis does is it gets past the part of the mind that's been blocking what they know from actually changing anything. Because, like I said, knowing is not doing. The knowing has to get in at a deeper level before the doing changes. And remember, I've told you before, you can't outperform the belief of who you are. And sometimes the reason that you're not moving forward, the reason why you say, I know, and then you don't absorb it, or maybe you quit the course, or you just kind of stop paying attention, it's because you really believe deep down, subconsciously, not consciously, that it's not going to work anyway. You don't deserve it anyway. Why bother? That puts it in a whole different perspective, right? So, speaking of that, I want to invite you to something that you're really going to want to be part of. And this is a workshop, a free workshop that I'm doing on June 24th at 7 p.m. Eastern, and it's called Hypnosis, Myth versus Truth. So if you've ever been curious about hypnosis, but you weren't sure what to believe, or maybe you've had some ideas about it, but you're not totally sure they're accurate, maybe you're just hypno-curious. This is a conversation we're going to have. And it's free, it's live, and I think it's going to surprise you. Now, I'm going to drop the link in the comments. Let's see, right here. All right, so now let me go back over here to my link that I have so I can share. Because I'm going to put it everywhere really quick so I remember to do it. Here we go. So give me just a second. I'll paste the link. Oh, post. Had to hit post. Sorry about that. So I just dropped the sign up link for the Google form, and it's going to be really interesting. I would love it for you to come and share your thoughts, your questions, and maybe learn a little bit more about hypnosis and how it might help you, because it always will. And then right now, there may be some hypnosis that I'll be doing at the end, but right now I'm not sure. So that's still to come, but it is on Wednesday, June 24th at 7 p.m. Eastern. And, being coachable doesn't mean you don't know things. For heaven's sakes, you know a lot. I know a lot. I know you know a lot. It means you're willing to let what you know actually go deeper, because that's where the real change lives. And the thing is that there's levels of knowing as well. So that's an important distinction too. So you have an amazing Monday, and I will see you in the comments. Just leave a comment or a question, but go ahead and sign up for the workshop. You'll be so glad you did, and I can't wait to have a conversation with you there. Have a beautiful Monday, like I said, and remember, life is